I realized that I wasn't doing much living, then I decided, how could I do better? And I came back to the USA determined that I was going to do a better job. I was going to get out. I was going to live, laugh, and love. And instead, I fell in love. Anyone here ever been in love? It's a really good feeling, isn't it? I fell in love with my couch and my refrigerator. And as I don't know what was happening. I was too tired. I was too depressed. I was too fatigued over all of the sadness I saw in the world. But I just sat there, and I loved that couch. And so I had to really work hard to get myself up, to get myself moving. Then I went through a number of health issues that made it harder and harder for me. But now, what I'm doing is I'm getting up and I'm walking with my son's dog. My son has a big 120-pound Rottweiler, so rather he is walking me. But I'm getting up and walking every day. And guess what? I feel better. I feel better. But let's get back to the love part. How many of you have ever been in love? You can raise your hands on this one. It's okay. Now, when you were in love, did you feel all warm inside? Did you feel all gushy? Did you have good sex? I didn't just say sex. You can have sex, and it's not always good. If you have good sex, wow, it's just good. Only thing better is chocolate. I remember the whole idea of when I went to a women's conference recently, and people were asking me if I was married, and I said, no, not anymore. And they say, well, are you dating anyone? And I said, no, not anymore. And they say, well, why not? Have you given up? I said, no, but my body did. I will have some struggles trying to deal with being in an intimate relationship with someone, because the last 2 years I've spent a lot of time working on sexually transmitted disease information. You know? So I've been teaching kids how not to get the cooties. And I found out along the way that women in my age group, my generation, are like almost as likely as the kids to be getting STDs. I know, I don't want to put too much of a downer on there, so if you're having something new with somebody, let me tell you what my plan is when the right one comes along. And things are good, and you know, the kissing is good, and it doesn't feel like a dog's licking you in the face, but it's like, because some people don't know how to kiss, right? I mean, there's some guys, I'm like, could we have a kissing school for them? They either, they bump your teeth, or, they think it's pulling on your lip is something special or something. They have teeth that's made like fangs, and they cut your things, they drool on you, and they think that's good. I'm just like, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And, you try not to be rude, but you want to say, like, could you take those soup coolers and put them somewhere else? Oh, Lord. I don't know. But I believe if I get to the point that the kissing is really good, and, they're touching you just right, and you're feeling all warm, and you feel like you want to make that next step, and intimacy might be an idea. This is my plan, and I hope you'll follow it, because, I want you to be safe. That's what I want you to do. I want you to strip them down naked. Put them right back like the mama brought them here. Stand them in front of 200-watt bulb. I want you to act like you're a TSA agent and tell them to spread them. Touch them up, touch them down, touch them cross, have them cough. No. And then what I want you to do is take some samples. You got to take some urine, you got to take some blood, maybe even a stool sample for good measure. I'm not sure why. And then I want you to get those swabs and put them under a microscope and look for things that grow. And after that, just to be sure, I want you to take a jeweler's glass. Get down real close. Check every square inch. And when you are satisfied that they are clean and pass the USDA inspection, then I still want you to say, not today, baby, not today. I got a headache now. I had to go through all of that. It's tough out there. It's tough out there.